Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Bitten, Season 1, Episode 3, called Trespass. And just wanted to say before I start this review for Bitten, thanks for watching the Bitten reviews. I wasn't sure if I was going to get a lot of comments and a lot of views, but I actually got more than expected, so thank you guys. And for the people that actually read the book and comment, I really appreciate those comments also, because I'm in a perspective of someone not reading the books and really just watching the show for the first time. So thank you guys for all the comments and good things. And of course, this is Werewolf Monday because we have all our werewolf shows on Monday. So I hope you guys have been enjoying Werewolf Monday and these 3 reviews dealing with werewolves. But let's talk about Bitten, Episode 3. So in this episode, we're still in New York. Laura Vandervoort's character, Elena, she is trying to figure out what these mutts are. Really, the whole family is trying to figure out who these mutts are. And they do realize that they're psychopaths. And they find that out. They see that they're killing people. But Elena is kind of all fed up with this. She figured out what they needed to figure out. So she goes home with her, I guess, cousin, not really cousin, but pack member, back to Vancouver. So, or Toronto, either one. I think it's... Maybe they live in Toronto, somewhere in Canada they live in. But yeah, they go back. Elena's back with Philip. Her pack member is also with his girlfriend. And they're having a good time until they get a phone call. And this is a spoiler alert. Because one of the pack members do die, and actually the one that I feel like was the likable one. There's a lot of them that you don't know much about, but they made this character grow a lot in this episode, and you're like, oh, he's kind of cool, I could definitely grow to like him. Well, he dies, so you don't have time to grow to like him. So one of the pack members do die, and now Elena and her other pack member that lives in Canada has to go back to New York. So will she permanently stay because all this madness is happening? Who knows? I like this episode. I thought it was still a little slow. I think we do need to pick up the episodes where we feel that, oh my god, that just happened. I think we got a cliffhanger in that way that worked, but then again, there's some slowness because I feel like the things they bring up we already know about the show, like the psychopathic mutts. So we already kind of know about that. So it's going a little slower in that area. But I like the cliffhanger. We finally get a cliffhanger that is worthwhile. And we do learn a little bit more about these members of the pack, and that's something I think is very important for the show, that way we care for our characters, especially since this is a new show. So I did like that, and the episode overall was okay. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I still really like the show. I like the premise of it. I like the story. I just think it does need to pick up in some tones, especially after you're watching. For me, I watched Teen Wolf, Being Human, and Bitten on the same night, and I feel if you compare it like Teen Wolf's tension, I would love to see that with Bitten. I would like to see the tension of like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? Even though the show has just started, I do want to get to see a little bit more of that than fillerish episodes. But I enjoyed it overall. One thing is, especially again as someone that hasn't read the books, is Philip gonna be important? Because it seemed like in this episode they were trying to make Philip important, and I think what they're trying to, at least what I've got from this, they're trying to show that Elena's character is in love with, you know, the person that pretty much abused her, which I'm not a big fan of Clayton, but maybe we will like him as the series goes on, at least that you guys have been telling me in the comments. But it seems like she's still in love with him, doesn't want to admit it, and she wants to be human, and that's Philip, is human. But will they take a turn in this show? Because there is that angle of, yes, she's holding on to her human side for a reason, but then there's that angle that I feel like she does care for Philip, and I would actually like to see Philip come into the fold a little. I know that's not something that happens in the book, but I feel for TV that's very interesting to see. Maybe Philip goes to New York, you know, sees the family, and then she has to get Philip out of the way. I love those type of stories, so, and that makes Philip a little bit more useful, especially since you're going in 2 different settings of New York and Canada. So it's very hard if you do want to keep going to those different settings, or just bring what's important from Canada into New York. That would definitely be easier. So I hope Philip in the end of, for the next episode, will say, oh wait, I'm going to go with you and help you, because that's something that could happen and definitely progresses the plot more for these characters. And it stirs up the pot. Like, I feel like we just need some stirring up with the show, because it is a good show. I've been enjoying it, but we do need some stirring up. That way you're anxious about it and want to really watch that next episode. But hope you guys enjoyed enjoyed. This is my review for Bitten. Of course, next week for Werewolf Monday, I will be reviewing more Bitten. And guys, thanks for watching the review. And this is Comic Uno. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.